Hello and welcome to today's League of Legends sneak peek, where I cover the games that are going to take place tomorrow in the LPL and LCK. As you see here, I have kind of a preview. That's the point of this. If you'll look in the comments, you will see a pinned comment, which are the standings. If you guess you guess who wins, and whether it's a 2-0 or 2-1, put that in the comments below, and I keep track. You get 1 point for each, and yeah, I think it's an interesting and fun thing to do to keep track of. You know, just for funsies, I guess. LCK, Gen.g versus T1. My power rankings came out earlier today if you missed them. Gen.g are now 2nd, T1 7th. Gen.g 6-0, T1 5-1. Three of these four series actually look pretty close. Obviously, record-wise, they look close, but as well as team quality. So, Gen.g beat KDF 2-0 last time they played. DRX beat T1. DRX fell to T1 2-0, which DRX are also in the top 25. So, last time we played was in the finals. This is a rematch of the finals of spring. T1 winning 3-1. Gumayushi going 23-5-19 in that series. The stat lines were not great. Guma and Owner were the only two players that had decent stat lines. I want to say Carrier had like 15 deaths across the 4 games. Faker, I think, went 6 kills, 6 deaths over the 4-game series as well. So, Guma was the clear MVP, at least based on paper. I don't remember who I said after I watched the games. Owner versus Peanut is what I'm going to watch. See how the junglers affect the matchups. Theoretically, I believe Chovy should be able to outplay Faker in mid. Obviously, both are top 5 in their role, at least in my opinion. Now, I believe that, T1 should have the edge in top and the edge in bot with Carrier, but I think bot lane will be close as well. So it's up to Owner and Peanut to influence the game and make things happen. KDF versus KT, both 3 and 4, trying to get out of the basement of the LCK. Kwangdong last played against Fred Brion, winning 2-0. KT played Nongshim Red Force and won 2-1. Last time the teams faced off was week 6, day 1. Kwangdong winning 2-0. Teddy going 19-0-14 for the Freaks. I am watching Keen versus Rascal, both in the top 5, in my opinion, in their given role. Definitely the matchup to watch. Teddy versus Aiming, a close second. Both teams I feel like have kind of sus junglers in terms of Cuz and Elam. Cuz more so than Elam, but nevertheless, not really consistent junglers in my opinion. And Rascal kind of has fallen off this split. I want to see if he can, step it up against Keen, a long-time player he's been playing against. Team We and OMG start us off in the LPL after a day break. World Elite are 0-5, coming off of a loss 2-1 to Rare Atom. OMG coming off of a big upset win over EDG 2-1 in the last time they were on the Rift. Now 3-4. They played week 5, day 6. OMG going 2-0 in that series. Abel 12-2-13. I am most interested in Abel versus SMLZ. SMLZ was not with Team We at the time that they played. Abel did very well. Kareem did very well. So we'll see what comes of it for Team We. I mean, I could see Team We upsetting OMG. I wouldn't call it a massive upset, but it would be an upset nonetheless. OMG cannot fall victim to losing to a team in the basement of the LPL. They have to separate themselves from that, and a win against EDG was the start, and now they have to start beating teams that are less than them on paper. 2 teams that definitely have played with their rosters a bit. Like I said, SMLZ being a player new to Team World Elite in summer, they've been switching between him and Zing, Heal and Kadaya at support, as well as going between Shie and Shanks and mid. So they've been doing a lot of different things, and to no avail. I said before the split started, I thought they needed to address topside and jungle, and they did neither. LNG versus JDG. LNG 16th in the power rankings, 5-2, coming off of a 2-0 victory over IG. JDG 6-1, 3rd in my power rankings, coming off of a 2-1 loss to FPX. Quite a loss. FPX are better than their '05 state would say at that time. You know, I think I mean this is an answer. I mean JDG has to prove that they're not going to fall off the wagon here, because LNG is a team that is beatable, very beatable. They have struggled all split long despite the record. The last time they played was Week 8, Day 2, despite both teams making the playoffs. JDG won that series 2-0, and Yagao went 11-2 and 14 in mid on Victor in both games. I was surprised by that stat line against Doonby, but nonetheless, I do think it's Tarzan versus Kanavi for this one. Kanavi obviously being elite as well as Tarzan, but Tarzan falls into that whole LNG kind of, you know, not. I mean, frankly, they're underperforming, and they've underperformed all split long. I say it every time I talk about them. And it's up to Tarzan and Doonby to step it up and bring the team along. Ale has shown signs of being good. Light has. They've been going between Iwandi and Lamau. They're going with Iwandi in game one at least. We'll see how that goes. I mean, LNG should be better than 5-2. They should be better than 16th. Their stats should be better with what they have. So we'll see how that goes. Remember, predict down below who you think will win. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel for daily League of Legends content. And thank you for watching.